This video is closed captioned. Retirement and getting out of the rat race is the ultimate goal for most employees. But when daydreaming about retirement, it's usually about the act itself, not necessarily where to spend that retirement. If you've ever wanted to experience island living, retirement might be the best time. Islands around the globe offer different experiences, climates, luxuries, and challenges. So, where to begin looking? If you haven't had the opportunity to explore the world on your own or don't know where to start when thinking about retirement locations, I'm here to help. I'll be reviewing 10 of the best islands to retire to for today's list. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a travel video. Let's get started. Number 10. Phu Quoc, Vietnam. Phu Quoc is home to about 100,000 full-time residents as Vietnam's largest island. The coastline is filled with beaches, and more than half of the island is comprised of protected parks and reserves. What makes it appealing for retirement is the mix of natural beauty, solitude, and amenities. Healthcare, complete with many English-speaking doctors, is readily available. Internet is easier to acquire in populated areas, but data plans are a way to circumvent a lack of reliable internet. The climate is subtropical and does have a monsoon season. The best weather is between November and April, with warm sunny days, providing ample opportunity to explore outside. And while the cost of living is extremely reasonable by Western standards, bear in mind that many goods have higher prices than in other parts of Vietnam due to shipping. Number 9. Crete, Greece, my home island. Boasting a significantly larger population than Phu Quoc, over 630,000 people call Crete home. There are many tourist offerings, but the island can also support year-round living. Sunny weather abounds, and winter is usually mild and rainy, with some snow in the north and mountain regions. Greek hospitality is lovely and unique, and Cretans are incredibly loyal to their island, often identifying as a Cretan first and Greek second. The capital city of Heraklion has over 180,000 citizens and prominently features the ancient palace of Knossos. Crete is large enough to sustain its inhabitants without relying too heavily on the mainland. The cost of living is on par with mainland Greece, and you'll have plenty of housing options. Number 8. Koh Samui, Thailand. Internationally Living magazine named Koh Samui one of the best islands to retire to in 2021 and is one of Thailand's most popular destinations. You can enjoy a more luxurious lifestyle on an affordable budget, making it extremely attractive to retirees. An airport on the island provides regular and easy access to Bangkok, and several catamarans and ferries service the island. 4 Western-style hospitals provide English-speaking staff, making overall healthcare affordable and trustworthy. Thai cuisine is varied, and you can find street food and fine dining on the island. Water sports are easy to access on the island, but activities like cooking classes, yoga retreats, and art classes are also readily available. Number 7. Penang, Malaysia. Penang is one of the more multicultural islands on our retirement list. More than half of the inhabitants are Chinese, about 1/3 are Malays, and about 7% are Indian. This makes for a mind-blowing food fusion experience through the island. Retiring here is relatively cost-effective, as a couple can easily live here for around $1,500 to $2,500 per month. Healthcare is a breeze, and neighboring places like Hong Kong, Singapore, and Indonesia frequently turn to affordable and quality healthcare in Penang. The weather is typically hot and humid year-round. Number 6. Cozumel, Mexico. Cozumel is situated in the shimmering waters of the Caribbean. It's only 17 miles off of the coast of Playa del Carmen and operates as a world-class vacation destination. The main town is chock full of tourists, seeing 4 to 5 million cruise ship passengers annually. With pre-pandemic times now, it has dropped significantly. There are about 100,000 people that live on Cozumel year-round. Due to the heavy tourism, the infrastructure on the island is solid when it comes to electricity, internet, and medical care. Warm, tropical weather is a draw for many when choosing where to retire. Water recreation rules this island with boating, snorkeling, scuba diving, fishing, and sailing. A word of caution: the area does have an active hurricane season. They don't happen every year, but residents need to pay particular attention to the weather during this time of year. Number 5. Hawaii. Hawaii is a dream paradise for many, but retirement? It turns out that it depends mainly on your budget. Hawaii is one of the most expensive retirement options on our list, so be prepared to spend liberally to have a comfortable retirement here. Median home prices at the end of 2021 were $1.6 million. And while property taxes are relatively low compared with other U.S. states, it's an expensive pill to swallow and may be a barrier to entry for some retirees. It doesn't stop at housing either. Importing goods will include price hikes on groceries, utilities, and transportation. But let's talk about the pros. Not only is the weather warm but mild, with summer temperatures often peaking in the low 80s, but there's an almost constant breeze that kisses the island. The lush, dense rainforests and gently sloped volcanoes offer plenty of hiking opportunities, and relaxing with one of the many waterfalls on the island is a sure way to beat the heat. Beachside views abound, and it's possible to see rainbows nearly every day. And there's a reason it's called the Aloha State. The laid-back and level of caring residents share for one another is unique to Hawaii's islands. Number 4. Ireland. Thinking about Ireland probably evokes images of rolling green hills, sheep farms, and turbulent ocean waters breaking against dramatic cliffs. It's an island that's well suited to those looking for a more traditional country living without sacrificing the ocean. Traditional country living has its challenges, or at least surprises for those who have lived in more established cities. Roads in Ireland are often narrow and in poor condition, so make sure a four-wheel drive vehicle is on your list of necessities. The winter months are dreary, with short days and drizzly gray skies. But those conditions won't deter all retirees, in fact, they may appeal to many. The charm of Ireland lies in its small-town feel across the country. Galway is one of the more modern and bustling cities and lies on the west coast. It functions as the art and cultural capital of the country, so there are a lot of interesting shops and events in the city. Number 3. San Juan Islands, Washington. Our second entry from the United States is made up of 172 named islands off the coast of Washington and British Columbia. While there are hundreds of islands to choose from when it comes to buying property, it's important to note that only a handful of islands have dedicated ferry services to access the mainland. Although these islands are not as expensive as Hawaii, they aren't cheap either. You may find homes as low as $500,000, but expect to pay north of $1 million for a decent one. The towns are small, so this spot works best for those seeking a more remote lifestyle or those who want to split their retirement between multiple places. The weather is seasonal, with summer temperatures rarely topping 70 degrees and occasional snow. It also gets about half the amount of rain that nearby Seattle does. So, if a quiet lifestyle with incredible scenery, outdoor activities, whale watching, and several parks is appealing to you, the San Juan Islands are worth a serious look. Number 2. Bali, Indonesia. Moving back to more tropical environments, Bali is unique, offering beautiful beaches, natural water slides, diving opportunities, and iconic waterfalls. The Balinese people are amiable, and most speak English fluently, making communication easy for English-speaking retirees. Making new friends is a breeze, as the locals are usually happy to engage in conversation with anyone, including tourists and transplants. Bali is steeped in culture and tradition, holding festivals like the Omed Omedan Kissing Festival and a monster parade before Nyepi, the Day of Silence. The numerous temples that dot the coastal and mountainous landscape serve as tourist attractions and functioning houses of worship for Hinduism. The culinary scene in Bali is robust, with excellent traditional meals and international menus catering to American, Mexican, Greek, Chinese, Indian, and French cuisine. Number 1. Malta. It's pretty tough to top a place that boasts so many days of sunshine per year. Winters in Malta aren't bad by most standards, short and rarely fall between 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but a lack of central heating and good insulation in most homes can make it more unpleasant. Healthcare in Malta is free if you're employed, and private health insurance is inexpensive. As a result, you can expect longer wait times to be seen since the cost of care isn't a barrier for residents. Its location in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea makes it easy to access multiple destinations in Europe and Africa. The area also makes for prime scuba diving if that's a hobby or something you'd like to pick up in retirement. As one of the smallest countries in Europe, Malta can feel a bit claustrophobic with everyone squeezed together on the small island. Transportation can also be a challenge, but the local government has made several improvements in recent years and continues to push to make the country even more appealing to tourists and those looking to move. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to retirement or island living. Every place on today's list has its pros and cons, so it's about prioritizing the things most important to you. What climate do you want to retire to? Do you picture yourself in a remote mountain cabin, a high-rise condo with panoramic views, or something in between? Let me know in the comments below. And if I've missed your favorite island, make sure to mention it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to hit the like button. Until next time.